Okay, so the final person that I'm focusing on is actually one of my favorite characters in every video game ever. Maleficent. Maleficent, yes, was created by Disney and was created by Americans. Yes, that is true. But I think that Kingdom Hearts really, and the Japanese creators of Kingdom Hearts, took Maleficent on to an entirely different level that I don't think anyone would have ever imagined. In fact, I'd have to say Maleficent is probably the most notorious female villain that there is out there. And I think Kingdom Hearts is a platform that helped advance that image of her. Number one thing about Maleficent is everything about her is just so cool. Number one, she controls an entire army of Heartless throughout the entire Kingdom Hearts series. She is a leader of the main coup that tries to take over the world. And then in the first movie, or the first game, when she fails to do that, she comes back to life in the second game. Then she takes on Organization 13 as like kind of like her own mission, her own quest, and she never dies. She returns multiple times, and she maintains authority in every single situation. So while we're playing this clip, which is from the first game, and this is when you come back and fight her the second time. I couldn't. There were so many scenes with Maleficent that I couldn't just show one particular scene. So this is her kind of unlocking more of her potential. This is after you fight her the first time, and she is now going to become into her dragon form. Maleficent is so clever, so powerful, and is not afraid to be clever and powerful throughout the entire Kingdom Hearts narrative, that she's easily one of the most desired bosses. She is a boss that you feel lives up to your expectations. She doesn't take any heat from anyone, just like Tsunade and Mikasa. And I think one of the greatest things about her is that she has such a commanding presence wherever she goes. And I think that, even though sometimes a critique of Maleficent is, well, she's been degendered. She has a lot of masculine traits, but I would disagree with this because throughout the entirety of all the scenes she's in Kingdom Hearts, she's very feminine, and she has that very feminine aura to her that kind of has this evil seductress kind of thing, but in a very authoritative way. I think if they had never had Maleficent be the main Disney villain that you fight, I don't think we would have even seen a female Disney character villain on the Kingdom Hearts stage if they didn't use Maleficent. Surely they would not have picked Ursula. So I think there's a lot to be said for Maleficent in her many different representations. And I think it's important that Kingdom Hearts, because the Japanese influence, they took a character that was kind of, it's just a witch. That's all she was in her first presentation in the movie. She was just an evil witch. They took her from that platform to being literally a mob boss. A mob boss who is super powerful, super strong, and can really do whatever she wants to do at any time of day. It's very Kingdom Hearts has that equilibrium with her. I also felt that the voice actress who did her was absolutely amazing in presenting her character. In fact, the creators of the newest Disney Maleficent games said that Angelina Jolie said that she modeled much of her character after this representation of Maleficent. So I think it's important to note that Maleficent is very 3D. She has her own goals, and she's not being controlled by anyone, of course. So it's quite an interesting style with Maleficent. I chose her because she's also in the manga series too, because they've created a manga series of Kingdom Hearts, and she's just as powerful in that one. So I think Maleficent also, yes, it's interesting, yes, that Mikasa, Tsunade, and Maleficent are all single women. But why does this have to be a bad thing? You know, a lot of people are like, well, they should have a boyfriend, they should have a man. We don't talk about the vocation of single women much because it's almost as if they shouldn't have a single, as if people view that women shouldn't have a single life, that they should have to marry and have children. But I think with Tsunade, who never gets married and never has kids, Mikasa, who's not dating anyone, and we won't include Maleficent in this one because she's evil. But with these women, is that what they're really saying is, I'm a human being, I get to have my own desires at any time of day that I want to, and I'm going to be treated like a normal person. So I really wanted to show Maleficent because everything about her is just so gravitating of power. And with the female tropes, you don't see this power. And with this power, she is able to, I think, attract a bigger base of audience. She's able to attract a bigger network of gamers, especially when it comes to, villains that we think about. She's been listed on multiple different rankings for video games as being one of the best female villains, including the voice actress too. So I think women can be villains equally in anime and in video games, just as equally and as powerfully as the male villains. So that's all for Maleficent, and thank you so much.